All right, we are back. Took a little bit of time off. Did no stream last week because the Monster Hunter Wilds beta was out, so I was busy playing that. But it was a time-constricted beta. It was out only last week, ended on Sunday, so I'm back with some regular, mundane Magic the Gathering here on this random Tuesday night where definitely nothing else is happening. Make sure everything's actually going good. Before I begin my spiels, I got a couple of things to announce. Mostly, the important one in the chat right now. If you're watching this on YouTube later, or you're just chiming in right at the beginning of the stream, I have made a D&T class with the likes of one Akaleth and Luanil, other famed D&T players, for those of you that know, along with Honorog through Metafy here. We can maybe do a little show it off. We've made a D&T class. Honorog's already done one of these for, I think, Bug Beans is the other one he's done, and this has been really, really fun to make. It is basically the state of the noodle, but like cranked up to 11. Like, we truly have spent so much time making this course. It's got like 6-ish hours of content so far, and we're like we're probably like maybe halfway done or something. But this has been a real labor of love that I've been putting a lot of time into behind the scenes right now. It's definitely not for everyone. We really had to price it reasonably for like the amount of time that we have sunk into this process. So I understand that like maybe not everyone's going to be able to purchase this, but it is like we spend like an hour talking about like specifically Recruiter the Guard. It's been such a joy to make. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I hope some people do enjoy it. It is out on Metafy right now. I've been tweeting about it. Honorog's been tweeting about it. I believe Honorog also posted like a little taste. He posted something on YouTube that's just like a taste, a little sample of what you might get. He tweeted about it. I'll be retweeting it throughout the day. ! Metafy if you want the link to check it out. If Dog would stop headbutting me, please, while we get through the rest of the spiels. The other thing, I guess this isn't so much a spiel as in so much as it is just talking about what the plan is today. We finally get to come back to our regular old Tuesday prelim stream, something we actually have been completely ignoring for a while. Hey, Luanil, thanks for the resub, taking place on an otherwise unremarkable Tuesday. Yeah, nothing going on today. Just a totally fine Tuesday night. Nothing's happening. Just hanging out. Yeah, we're all just chilling. But anyway, the AnziD Showdown, Daybreak is doing this really cool thing called like these content creator events, weekly events. I think the first one's like Commander or something. This one is like sponsored, like not sponsored by, but like designed by specific content creators in the community. This one's designed by Honorog, obviously, Man Loves Legacy. He's doing this really cool Showdown event on Sunday where you qualify via 3-1ing or 4-0ing a prelim, 5-0ing a league, or top 8ing a challenge, or I think you could buy 2 all access passes. All access passes go live Wednesday. Forgive me if some of that information is slightly incorrect, but it basically takes the place of the regular Sunday challenge with this cool Honorog Showdown instead. I'm excited to play in it, but I need to qualify first. I've been slacking on my Magic playing, but luckily it's only been a lot. Like, you've only been able to qualify since yesterday, so I haven't done a lot. But we're gonna try to qualify. But I think I have famously, literally never gone better than 2-2 in a Tuesday night prelim since I started streaming again, which was like March, April, or something. Famously horrendous win rate in the Tuesday night prelims on stream. Whenever I actually need QPs, I play like the Thursday or Friday prelims and like very easily do much better for whatever reason. But we'll see if we only have 3-1. We don't even have to 4-0. Just 3-1 today. But we will be playing in a prelim for the first time in a while. See if we've shaken off the curse. So let's sign up for that right now. These have been firing with like huge numbers, by the way. People are really excited for this. It's a very cool thing. I'm big shout out to Daybreak and Honorog. It's a very cool like pre-Eternal weekend, getting people hyped to play Legacy. It's this event this Sunday, and then next Sunday is the showcase, and then the week after that is just Eternal weekend. So we just have like back to back to back like big Legacy events to look at. Can't make the Sunday Showdown, so I'm sure I'll trophy on Thursday anyway. Yeah, I've seen some people that can't make it. It's unfortunate, but there's also, I guess, I forgot to mention also, I'll be streaming this Saturday, doing the Content Creator Showdown, the regular monthly ones that they're doing. This month's is Legacy. I'll be streaming that, so we'll be playing even more D&T on the weekend. I'm going to be playing Content Creator Showdown. We'll be streaming like normal. Our normal content creator streams. I've done 2 of them so far. I did the Popper one and then the Dual Commander one last month. Hopefully I can do something better than exactly 3-2, which is like the worst result to have in those events. It's because it pays out to X and 1s or X and 2 if you lose in your final round. Otherwise it's like double elim. So like going 3-1 into 3-2 is just like the worst possible result. Hopefully we could finally do better. So that's on Saturday. I will not be streaming the Honorog event on Sunday. I'm just going to be playing in it, especially streaming on Saturday. If I wasn't streaming on Saturday, I might stream the Sunday thing, but like streaming 2 days in a row on a weekend is tough. Anyway, how have the Kittens exploding been? I have literally not played D&D in like a week and a half or so. I took a big mental break playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I also got really into playing Core Keeper on the Switch, which I don't know if any of you have played, but it recently came out on the Switch. It's apparently like pretty popular on Steam before that, but I've been like pretty addicted to it, playing with my wife and my brother. So I've been slacking on some of my Eternal weekend prep. But that all is to say, I think I'm zeroing in on like this as a pretty good, pretty solid foundation for a red-white list, and I have been meaning to like rebuff the sideboard guide. Please stop drooling on me. Rebuff the sideboard guide that I have on FlexSlot. So for those of you that are subscribed on Twitch, I promise I will get an updated sideboard guide for this deck out by the end of the week. Probably like Friday, I think, before the Creator Showdown event. I'll get this done with very close to, if not exactly, this list for Eternal weekend. Slacking on my Eternal weekend. I've spent 10 hours recording high level content the past 2 weeks. I mean, yeah, yes and no. I think Eternal weekend prep and helping other people prep are kind of different things for me at least, because a lot of what's in that I guess sneak peek is more in-depth D&T content on like why the deck is built the way it is, specific card choices, how these cards like how these cards perform, where you want them, how they work, what like the niche interactions and stuff that like I don't necessarily need because I know them, right? And I'm sharing them with the community in that regard. The prep for me is more like, how do I feel about these matchups and I need to like test against them, and like how do I improve the matchup X while like maintaining my matchup spreads against Y and Z, you know, which we all are also getting into. In that we are talking a bunch about like matchup analysis and in the current meta, how we feel about different matchups, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to plug. I kept remembering things last minute, which is honestly great for me. I usually just forget and then mention them like 2 rounds in. So from the top, we got Metafy, D&T course out now. We have my sideboard guide for red white taxes, exploding kid taxes coming out probably by Friday for Eternal weekend. Saturday I will be streaming the Legacy Content Creator Showdown. Sunday I will be playing in but not streaming the Honorog Creator Showdown. There we go. Anyway, with all that said, this is when I look over to OBS and learn that my mic's off the whole time or something. It didn't happen to me this time though. My mic is actually on. Thank God. Anyway, we'll just play in a league for now. Hey, Coin Man, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate the support. So yeah, we'll just jam this league. We'll try to line it up such that I don't double queue, because I hate double queuing. Want to split up now? Yeah, that's something I didn't actually talk about too much when like looking at the list. I've been more and more impressed with split up as a card. It feels very much like Battle of Bywater, how Battle of Bywater felt, where it's this sweeper that you do kind of have to like jockey for the correct position to cast, but it's not that hard. It doesn't present too difficult of hoops to jump through to get a reasonably costed board white, which is sometimes like pretty one-sided out of it. So it definitely feels like it fills the Battle of Bywater slot, where Battle of Bywater was like really hurting with the Modern Horizons 3 release with like Frog and all the Eldrazi cards and stuff. Where it's this card that comes in versus like basically all the creature decks. You get to board it in versus like Reanimator or Delver or Nadu or Eldrazi or like Moonstompy, etc, etc, etc. You just get to board it in versus like all the creature decks. Maybe not all, but most of the creature decks. You gotta be a little careful casting it sometimes, because like Nadu Elves, they have a bunch of untapped stuff, and you cast Split Up, and they like cast Quarter Calling Response or something. Stuff like that. I've been pretty impressed by it though, and it's like pretty cheap because the card's not really playable anywhere. So, not like I'm out convincing people to purchase Overlords or anything. Let's see, it's fine. Is it time to get turn 1? Ooh, Eldrazi, huh? We're not getting turn 1, but it's pretty terrifying. So the main deck is roughly the same. Yeah, I think so. Kind of want to Wasteland this. It is like kind of insane, but like the stuff they can cast on 2 mana is not that scary, and if they don't specifically have another Soul Land, it's a nice time walk. Eldrazi Temple is one of their better lands. I don't think I would have fired it off if I didn't draw the other land. Yeah, this is what we didn't really want to see, but such is life. Just uncounterable Fleshraker. Do they have... This is bad because I can't kill this right now. I'm not happy. Would love to draw Sword Plowshares, Chainsaw, Solitude. I don't know what else. That's not any of those cards that I wanted, huh? I think I just cast Spirit to, like, stem some of the egregious bleeding out that we're doing here. Definitely not looking the greatest. We're just gonna get, like, Kozilek's Commanded hit for 8 billion. What's the worst that could happen? It's just, it's like, Eye of Ugin, the Myco Spawn, Kozilek's Command for 1 million, Thought Not Seer, something. No, it's definitely not nearly as bad. Play a Painter in the sideboard for... I mean, if you could recruit the guard for Painter, it would maybe... it would probably still not be playable, I don't think. Well, that was certainly not the scariest turn in the world. Ooh, Flicker Wisp is nice. So now we need to fetch, recruit, Solitude, Fleshraker, so we don't just fucking die. My hand leftovers will be Aether Vial, Flicker Wisp, which isn't great, especially they're gonna like Thought on me or something, blah blah. Question is, am I supposed to... I think I'm supposed to fetch another basic planes here. We don't need red. We're gonna have a Vial on 3 for any Bombardiers that we may draw, so we're probably pretty fine. Also involves them like wastelanding my first red source here. Although, like, 1 is, like, the worst amount of dual lands to have in play against Eldrazi, because then they always can just wasteland the 1 land anyway, and they can always just target your basic. Kind of sucks that we have to pitch our 2, and we have Vial on 2 here, but, like, pitching Spirit is so much better than pitching Wisp. Like, we could save the Solitude, and Wisp Solitude, and that's... If we actually get that far, we can just Wisp the Recruiter. We're fine. We just need to not fucking die in a fire. I suppose... No, I can't. I can't just Magus them either. We can always... Assuming nothing terrible happens to me, which is certainly impossible, we can still Magus them next turn. Yeah, third plane's Wisp Recruiter Magus, yeah. I'm sure nothing will happen that would inhibit that plan from taking effect. Interesting. Top deck Magus of the Moon. Top deck Flicker Wisp. I think I just snap block this. We're just dead if we don't draw like perfects this turn. So I'd want to just kill their colorless source and hope we draw like Flicker Wisp into Magus, and we'd still probably die. Maybe we wouldn't. This block does also let us play around drawing a removal spell for the Thought-Knot Seer. The perfect card. I mean, we're not, like, literally dead. We chump block, take 6, and then we die. And then we draw, like, Skyclave. Assuming my opponent has literal nothing, when the odds of that are pretty low. This is 12. This is 11 on board. I just want to concede. I'm just going to concede to anything. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I'm good. I've heard Eldrazi's on a bit of a downswing, which I think is it's a very good thing for D&T, but also obviously, of course, we instantly queue into it regardless. But there's been like a very surprising surge in Moonstompy, which I have to imagine is completely disastrous for Eldrazi. So it does make some sense. Hoping all of the Eldrazi players just pivot to Moonstompy for Eternal Weekend. Not that Moonstompy's free either anymore. But it's certainly a better matchup than Eldrazi is. Keep. Sand has potential for like Magus protected from Dismember or something. We'll see how these turns play out. Probably just wastelanding any dual land. Or dual land, any soul land. Battle Mage. That sucks. Hopefully we can get this Vial to 3 before that Battle Mage becomes relevant. But I don't know if we will. Go away. I don't think I'm supposed to plow this. I don't have to plow it yet anyway. It's Nationals in Sweden last weekend that was dominated by blue, black, and Eldrazi with not doing it all. I mean, that sounds like the top 3 decks of the meta. Blue, black. Well, yes, Wasteland me, please. Yes! I'm still not plowing. I am going to put in this Mom. Play around future Dismembers. Love to see getting Wastelanded here. Huge for me. Am I fetching Surveil Land? I think I am, because this Vial's gonna get Magus-Moon before. And we'll have plenty of time to get basics. I mean, I might fetch basic planes and cast this plow or something. Oh, well, maybe we just fetch basic planes, huh? Oh, okay, sure. Playing around me having literal anything off Vial. That's valid. You're thrilled if they wasteland themselves. That's kind of true, honestly. We're just going to win off this Vial. Maybe we do just Surveil Land. Maybe we bait him. If they want to Stone Rain themselves again. Oh, shit! We take those. Hey, did that feel good to leave on top? Good question. So when's the optimal time to put this in? Upkeep, I think. Yeah. Is it better to leave? Does it feel better to leave cards on top or mill them? Did I feel like I got use out of my elegant parlor? No. Did it matter? No, it's just I left on top because it was the best possible. Who needs to recruit other guy for Magus Moon? You just fucking draw Magus to the moon. I guess that's score 1 for Magus. I've been thinking about the sideboard Magus being a regular Blood Moon in this deck for a little bit too. Like if that was a Blood Moon. I mean, I think we're still very ahead of that game, but like obviously if that were a literal Blood Moon instead of Magus, I mean, it would have looked a lot worse on the top of my deck there. But I don't know how much that matters versus immunity to cards like Kozilek's Command and Dismember. Notably, we did have the Dismember angle covered there, which is nice. The literal only reason I leave in Mother of Runes over Spirit of the Labyrinth. Both cards are pretty horrible. And we got a win on the draw, which is certainly harder. We'll just have, like, I don't even know what you want. It's tough because you don't even have, like, time for turn 1 Vial. So it's like, turn 1 Vial, like, triple Wasteland is what you want in the matchup. But just, like, what happens if you just play turn 1 Vial and they just kill you? You just want, like, I don't know. I want them to mold a 5, I guess. Like, I'm gonna keep this, but it's got removal, it's got like good 2, it's got our best card. It's definitely awkward on mana in terms of I don't know what we are going to do with this fetch land, but we have a lot of draw steps to figure that out. We have our dedicated Solitude pitch card here. I will pretty much only target... Hey, get out of here, kitty. Come on. Stop it. They pitch an Iovugan. How does this card work? They leave it on top, right? So they don't draw it. So they did leave a card on top of their deck, but they don't get to put it in their hand on the first turn, unless they're on the draw, right? Probably just turn 2 Surveil to find mana. So yeah, I mean, it depends a lot. Be really nice to cast a Johnny on turn 2. Especially with Bombardiers in my hand now. I guess it's always fine to lead Marsh Flats here, because there's a world where, like, maybe I fetch Surveil. I'm never casting a spell anyway, I just leave it in play. I can just not fetch it. I'm not holding up a plow or anything. Better when they end up somehow kicking a micro spawn on turn 2. This is Thought Knot. We just Solitude in response, and at least we have like several reasonable avenues of victory here. We have like a Johnny Bomba and we have Magus as like both reasonable things to be doing. Are we sad if they do? Maybe not. I think it's kind of worth doing regardless, though. I guess this is a punish for playing this fetch land, huh? Is that now if I want to cast a Johnny, I have to fetch... Maybe I just fetch Surveil here. Maybe they take a Johnny. Probably not. But, like, if they just have, like, Dismember in hand or whatever, they don't really care about anything else. Yeah, with the way our hand was set up, I wasn't confident that we could win the game if they just take Solitude. Like, if we miss on lands, it's already dicey. Like, not Solituding and they take Solitude means that we just basically have to cast... Oh dear. Taking Recruiter to the guard? What does that even mean? Opponent, Opponent, what do you mean by that? Opponent, why have you done this? I feel like this is the last card in my hand that you would take. What does that mean? It means that I'm just gonna get fucking Stone Rained or something. Do I keep this? Probably not. I think I just want more lands. I have enough cards in my hand that are good with a Johnny already. Alright, we found another red source, which is nice. I don't think the basic wastes, but it doesn't cast like Devour. You can't Devour my thing. This smells like Kozilek's Command. I have to do this math every time. They can't Kozilek's Command kill Magus with this amount of mana, right? Because they're holding up Kozilek's Command for 3, but if I play Magus, they can only Kozilek's Command for 2. Not that it matters, because they can just make spawn and then devour the Magus the Moon, which also sucks. But I think I'm just going to attack... I was thinking about Wastelanding. It's either attack Wasteland or attack Magus. I don't think it's Wasteland. They're, like... I still can't beat them, like, Kozilek's Command X equals 3, just, like, make guys draw a card. I think my best bet is just to, like, play Magus, get it devoured, and then, like, Broadside Bombardiers. They make 3 guys in response to Magus. They probably... because they're gonna exile the Ajani and, like, make 3 guys, and they have a bunch of mana. I can't kill a 6/6. Alright, step 1 is attack. They're gonna float mana, and then they're gonna think about... They're gonna try to Kozilek's Command this, or are they gonna see it? I'm not sure what we're beating. Yeah, no, never mind. I mean, if they let this resolve and then try to K-command it, it'd be nice, because they only get 2 guys, but no, they saw the line. They're not exiling my Ajani, which is probably pretty horrendous for me. But, I mean, next turn we can, like, broadside, like, wasteland them. But they're also Scry 3 drawing a card, which is also bad. I'm just spend their whole turn devouring. They might also just have just like Dismember here, which is just the stone worst. They just like, all right, no Dismember, nice. Interesting. Can I draw split up? Split up here? Split up draw would be sick. We can kill 2 of these spawns, which isn't bad. Split up draw there would have been nice. There's no world that I plus this, right? No. They don't actually have enough creatures. I'd rather just kill their Scions, make them sack Scion plus wastes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they, like, kill my Magus, we could, like, double wasteland them. And just try to, like, burn them out with, like, broadside Ajani. Five. Is this K command? Exile Magus, make more guys. 6. Are they realizing they're 1 off of Devour and need to play land first? There we go. Maybe they exile like the... Nope. Alright. That's definitely not what I wanted to draw. Kind of want to not wasteland these Ancient Tombs. That's like maybe unhinged. Just like wasteland Eye and Cavern and try to burn them out. How much damage do I deal to them? Could also swing both. Does swing both do anything for me? I would have to like throw everything I have at it, right? I would have to swing both, 0, target the Devourer, and then chuck the other cat token at the Devourer just to kill it, which seems like a gratuitous waste of damage in a game where I could feasibly kill them off of their 1 ring here. I kind of want to just 0, put them to 13, attack, put them to 11, sack a cat, put them to 9. Maybe I only wasteland once? So I can add Yorion to my hand and potentially play it next turn. Does Yorion do anything? Yorion gets thrown off the Bomba for huge damage, but the Bomba's gotta be dead next turn. I want to deal them max damage. Which is 0, Yeah, I kind of don't hate waste once, add Yorion, and get the Surveil, because like wasting this cavern isn't huge, and I kind of don't want to waste their tombs. I think the big question is if I'm going to throw a thing with Bombardiers this turn. I think I'm gonna sack a cat here. Put them to 9, put them to 7. If they have removal for the cat warrior, and if they're incentivized to use it to try to clear the Ajani, it's like less likely that the Bombardiers dies too. They have, you know, infinite cards in hand, so maybe wasting the cavern was better than adding Yorion to hand just to try to inhibit the amount of mana they have this turn. If Bomba dies, Johnny's less valuable anyway. That is true. They don't play that many copies of. They're not like four. It's not like a 4-ring deck, right? This deck is actually really bad at like if they can't close. Sometimes you can't. Like this is one of the best decks for like trying to kill them under their own ring. Yeah, it's usually like 2 copies or something. This like, yeah, we did it! We did it! We beat Eldrazi! Yeah, they played the cavern into the Magus earlier, so they can't cast their stupid guy that would search up like Yavimaya and let these tap for whatever they want. We beat the big scary boogeyman for D&T. With our like notably like the red cards showed up to play there. That is kind of the thesis of the red splash is its ability to not only have Magus the Moon to threaten like the big mana decks, but also the ability to have just an increased amount of burst damage to punish those types of decks. We got to punish the One Ring pretty hard by just like flip a Johnny. I think we easily lose that game if they just exile a Johnny instead of draw a card, but I'm not an expert. Is busy eating a birria taco, but I liked what you did with the Johnny plus 1. Putting them 9 felt pretty important. Yeah, I didn't do the optimal calculus of like damage thresholds and stuff. I think the second Wasteland is probably better than adding Yorion to hand. I think the likelihood of me being able to reasonably, like, to relevantly cast Yorion the following turn was, like, slim to none. And I just wanted to, like, choke them down on as much mana that turn as possible. It didn't end up mattering there, but I think the optimal play was probably, like, just double Wasteland. Wasteland, the colorless Wasteland, the non-basic wastes that they had. Nameless Cavern. We got 20 minutes left. What do you think, chat? Can we finish a match? I hope so. Ignore that it took about probably 30 minutes to finish that match. There's no way we finish a match in 20 minutes. Unless we die. Maybe we'll just queue it to, like... what's a deck that kills me fast and is unwinnable? Like, Necro? Doomsday if they're competent at building piles? Or maybe they'll just die fast. Oh, it's Andy. Probably on scam. Well, it was one of those keep and lose hands. Eldrazi if they exile a thing instead of drawing a card. Yeah. And he's a real good player. Would not be surprised to know that he has a good read on what the Death and Taxes matchup is about and is going to cast Entomb. Surely this can only mean good things for me. Surely basic Swamp Go can only mean great things for my future in this game. I mean, yeah, this is one of our better cards, assuming we somehow survive Entomb Reanimate. No chance my opponent's going to put Entomb on this deck this turn. Absolutely no way. Just cycle a dang it. Well, we tried our best. And he has the Grizzlebrand? Bro. Alright, well, we'll go to game 2, huh? Not everyone's playing the Grizzlebrand these days. Alright. Is there any reason to continue playing this game? No, I'm good. We need to play fast anyway. Come on, man. Can you play a list without the Grizzlebrand maybe? We could have like had a chance against an Atraxa or Archon there. What a jerk. How was I sideboarding for this matchup? This. Why am I one card off? Is it because I added a split up? I'm one card off of like my mental calculus of how I usually treat this matchup. But the next card's to cut are probably like some number of Bombardiers and Moms. I usually like cut 2 Moms from here, but I think with the second split up over the second Wrath, I'm one card over what I usually have. I don't love Bombardier in this matchup either. Maybe it's this. Make sure the rest of my cards are good. Yeah, let's do this. I think I'm a little short on ways to kill my opponent, but... Oh wait, it's the chainsaw. Fuck! No! It's the chainsaw! I totally missed the chainsaw. That's the card I'm supposed to cut. Oh well. Maybe we'll chainsaw something relevantly. Who knows? Son of a bitch. Am I supposed to keep this? Like, I don't want to. I hate this matchup so much. Not that it's like bad, I just hate playing it. If this were it'd be either a Mother of Runes or a Bombardiers. Mother of Runes would be nice. I think I'm gonna keep this with like double Graveyard 8 in my hand and like Answer to Early Frog. Call me crazy. Vacuum. Keep and die, keep and win. Yeah, I guess it just all depends on your perspective. Well, the second line's at the top of our deck, so I don't know what we're worried about. Oh shit, I shouldn't have 6. What do you want, kitty? Get out of here. Second line's right here. Oh, shoot. I thought this was pre-recorded. Second land's the next card down. Don't worry about it. We're fine. They always have Frog whenever you keep a hand like this. Then it'll just be Frog Force of Will, of course. Oh, you see, there's the land. We're fine. Everything's good. I think I'm gonna pitch Recruiter. I kind of just don't. I guess Recruiter is my way to answer Frog better than Stoneforges do. Stoneforge, especially with Cajun play, Stoneforge actually only gets Sash pretty much. We even have the Chainsaw in hand. We board out the Cauldra. It's just formal. Yeah, we actually pitched Stoneforge here. Be nice if this was like a white card to pitch, like a Mother of Ferns. Oh shit, this is actually working. I didn't expect to get this far. Maybe I'm not supposed to aggressively be eating permanents for the sake of my Lion Sash. Second Frog, alright. I can Chainsaw it. Make them discard too. I am gonna eat this Solitude. If we ever get to 6 mana. It's much more important than like a counter on my Lion Sash. Sash just fodder for the Solitude that this Recruiter finds. Hey, Newton, thanks for the raid. Appreciated, buddy. Alright, well, gonna fetch Plateau and hope for the best here. This situation makes me love Phantom Blade. Yeah, Chainsaw definitely works against, like, very specifically the card Psychic Frog. Although the Chainsaw, like, should not be in my deck. I literally realized it as I was completing sideboarding. This would be much better as either a Mother of Runes or a Broadside Bombardiers in this hand. It's rather unfortunate that I have this fucking Chainsaw instead. Can you cut it out, kitty? Get out of here. Yeah. Get out of here. Rat. Yeah, that's fine. I can't do anything about it anyway. Oh man. Hey, relevant thing to Chainsaw. That's fun. We only have 3 lands, or 3 lands right now, so I'm not worried about activating this Ghost Vacuum anytime soon, so I'm just gonna keep their graveyard empty for now. They might also, like, Brazen Borrow this Ghost Vacuum at some point. More lands is good. I think I'm chainsawing the Bowmaster this turn? Is that better than adding Yorion to my hand? I guess probably not. They can't really attack. Would I block? Yes, I would just always block. Would I leave up Caracas for any reason? No. Fatal Push Stoneforge or something? Oh man, my stuff. That's kind of a dick move. Guess I eat my... I don't eat the Recruiter card, because I could draw Formal Wear. Holy shit, I'm so good at this game. It's honestly, I'm just a fucking genius. So I think I just cast Chainsaw on the Bowmaster here. Maybe I cast Chainsaw on the Orc token. Hold up 2 mana. I never draw a card, right? Yeah. So now we pray to God that this is activate. Untap, Entomb, Reanimate. And then we can respond with Formal Wear, back Recruiter of the Guard for Fairy Macabre. We'll exile our own Solitude to play around more reanimation effects. Yeah, just how we drew it up. That felt good. Top decking the actual Stone Perfect. Now we're in the... Yeah, I mean... That situation makes me love Fairy. Yeah, I think that one Fairy is like built into every deck list for the end, till the end of time now. Like, I've thought about 2. We could have drawn the Fairy naturally too. Yeah, but like we also could have drawn like Surgical naturally at that point, right? The difference between Fairy... Yeah. It was more than a 2-outer. We could have also drawn... I mean, we drew the Formal, right? So it was a 4-outer, but we also could have drawn Containment Priest, so like 5-outer. Anyway. I was thinking about whether or not this makes me want Mother of Runes less. Specifically Engineered Explosives. I just don't want like a bunch of ones in play. Because EE on 1 is so juicy. Alright, let's get this fucking Chainsaw out of the deck, huh? Like, maybe we do this instead. Maybe even we want, like, a Johnny's over Mom's. I don't think so. I think I do like Mom in this matchup. Especially in the games that you don't have, like, the Ghost Vacuum Crafter's Cage stuff. Like, Mom protecting Sasher. Container Priest is nice. Or just, like, brick walling Barrowglyphs. If you know your opponent's not boarding in Barrowglyphs, I think Mom does get a fair amount worse. I think the better players aren't boarding in Barrowglyph. I think this is... I don't love having... I should do, like, board in the foil of Johnny. We'll just have, like... Hand is land, 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 plow, plow, cage, Ghost Vacuum. Or maybe, like, Ghost Vacuum, Fairy Macabre. The optimal hand. I'll take it. Definitely not what I asked. Not exactly what I asked for, but I can't complain. Like, Answer to Frog, Graveyard Hate. Hand's good. Dotsies cheating. I think I just wasteland. Got 3 other lands in hand. I hate wastelanding scams so much. It's like, it always feels so loose. It depends a little bit on what we draw, I guess, but usually trying to use wasteland as time walk to get more draw steps to find your hate is like a pretty reasonable plan. But in general, like, wasteland with the intent of mana screw just never feels like it works. We can pre-4 more of the macabre. I was about to do that game too if I had hit land 5. We just like Yori on the pre-4 more. The fact that they fetch off Delta makes me less interested in wastelanding. Specifically that, like, if they were light on mana. If it's not, they could be a, like, one lander that wants to cast Ponder next turn or something, right? But could also very easily be like if they had exactly 2 lands or something, it would fetch basic swamp here and then fetch basic island and then be immune to wastelands or something. But I think I want to wasteland as time walk. Or kind of just reset back to turn 1, I guess. Not really time walk, but holy shit, it worked. We're in it. We're in business. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, I mean, we got 1 time walk. We take those. I really want to blast this. There's no way blasting this is right. If they just, like, have days, it just sucks so bad. It's also a Ponder, not a Brainstorm. You're blasting here? Really? Sacrificing the Surveil and, like, trying to blast a Ponder when we have, like, nothing to do next turn still? You'd blast here? I don't think I would. We need a lot of things to go correctly. I don't think we need that many things. They fetch Basic Island, which means they can't, like, just kill us next turn. I'm letting this resolve. Oh shit, I only have 3 minutes. Is it that bad if they did? It's not that bad, but, like, they get to resolve their Ponder. I just don't think the Ponder's that bad for me either. Basic Island is pretty good for us. Although, notably, they know about our land situations. Like, they can wasteland to take advantage of our potential lack of red sources. Oop. I want that one. Now I would blast a cantrip. Shit, I gotta kill my opponent fast. I mostly want to blast a cantrip so I can... Should have surgical the Ponder, yeah, clearly. Fucked that right up. Whoops. I think I was supposed to play Witch Enchanter there. Tapped. I don't really want to tap out to make a 4/4. I could. But it's not a very good plan. Do I want to add Yorion to hand? No, not really. I think we just wait a turn. I should have played the tapped Witch Enchanter, though. I'd probably just bolt in the Witch Enchanter next turn, though. So it's, like, not the end of the world. Yeah, I felt like that Ponder was probably bait, but I'm kind of okay trading the Ponder. Trading for a blue spell 1/1 even as bait. I guess maybe not, because we had surgical, so we want to protect versus... We want to protect surgical from Force of Will, maybe? I really want to Skyclave this. They have 4 cards in hand. What are the odds that they have Force, blue card, and Daze to punish me? I'm going to Skyclave this. This is probably done. I think I might have wanted to leave. Alright, sure. There's no way I just surgical this now, right? Maybe that's not true. Maybe no way is strong language. I don't think I surgical this now. Oh fuck, our other match just started. Oh, thank God. I don't know why I'm screenshotting, really. Removal, removal, removal. Sure. Double Q action. I'm desperately trying not to. I think I'm just going to kill Andy in the next couple of turns, hopefully. Is my plan, at least. Or concede. Okay, thank God. I think I'm willing to bet Andy's probably also double Qing if I had to guess. That sounds fine. Not overly thrilling. Hey, Eureka, thanks for the sub as well. Was a little locked in there when you resubbed, but appreciate your support of the basic planes. How's the prelim work? It's basically like a tiny challenge. Just 4 rounds. You get I mean, it's just like the prelims have existed forever if you're familiar with the previous prelims. These ones aren't very special. They just also give out tokens to play in the Honor Rocks event on Sunday. But just like a 4-round event, the next round starts whenever everyone's match finishes. Yeah, just an F&M. 3 1s or 4 O's in any prelim this week qualify. I like Blue to Delta no plays pass. That makes me feel pretty good. At this point, I start feeling a little nervous. Do I fetch Surveillant? What am I looking for here? Any spell? I think I'm fine taking more draw stabs. Am I casting Stoneforge next turn? I don't think so. Into potentially Daze. I don't feel a lot of pressure to, unless this is like a weird scam draw. I mean, we have Formal Wear to like punish a Daze, which isn't bad. Doomsday? It could, I mean, that's the issue, is that it could be anything. Blue Delta Go could be a lot of decks, so like, what am I getting with Stoneforge? Do I just Cauldron check them with Formula in hand? Maybe that's fine. It's a little awkward because we actually don't have a white card to pair with our Solitude if they are end up being like a Frog deck. But like, they would have cast Frog on turn 2 almost certainly. Force Pitch Force? Sure. Can't do anything about that. What are you playing, opponent? It's making me so nervous. Please just be on like tempo. That still doesn't fucking tell me anything. This fucking Force of Will, Brainstorm, Pluto Delta Underground Sea deck could be like 4 decks. Flooded Strand. All right. I mean, that really still doesn't tell me anything, huh? 3 cards left in hand. This Magus could be good, or they could just fetch basic swamp, basic island, and it does nothing. I could wait and see if they fetch more non-basics before like playing Magus the Moon. I could just like fetch another basic planes, cast Formalware. I almost don't want to cast Formalware into Daze. It's the only good card versus Doomsday. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could still be Doomsday, huh? It's really bad, though, if they just have, like, a Fatal Push. I mean, I guess most of my plays are really bad, though. I would cast it just to force them to show you information. I mean, I guess that's also fair. If the Magus is good, too, and they do have, like, Fatal Push or whatever, we could just get it back with Formalware. These are all valid. These are all valid statements. Maybe they just let it resolve and then we win. Maybe they just don't have any basics. Maybe they don't fetch basic swamp, basic island. They were to Daze last turn. Yeah, I mean, probably. But they also cast Brainstorm. They've seen 4 new cards this turn. Or this, yeah, 4 new cards since last turn cycle. They fetch Underground Sea to cast this Brainstorm, which is weird. Does that mean they don't have basics? It might mean they just don't have basic swamp and they have the island here. No. Fatal Push, sure. I mean, we have Formalware. We can get this back. Which seems to be pretty good against their deck that I don't think has basics in it. Which is weird, because, like, every deck, like, this shape has basics nowadays. This is just blue-black tempo, right? Why'd they just, like, aggressively fetch Underground Seas? I mean, I'm just gonna jam. Fetch another Plains. I let the Tameo live for like a turn, but I think I'm pretty fine with that. I guess, yeah, no, this is pretty fine. Oh, I'd Croc. Well, I had to tap out here. So it doesn't really matter. Deal. I have no idea why you've chosen to do this, opponent. Maybe you're playing blue-black tempo with no basics in it? I'm just gonna spend next turn throwing the Formalware at the Tameo. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, if you fetch Mountain, you can, if they do somehow answer the Magus after that, then we can double spell. Hey, we won game 1. Look at that. Alright, so it looked like it was just blue-black tempo. I don't really know if that game should indicate if Magus is good or my opponent just made very bad decisions off of their fetch lands. My instincts are the latter. God, how do I haven't actually played versus just like regular-ass tempo in so long. What am I sideboarding in this matchup? Johnny's better here because they do have a decent number of ground piddlers. I guess specifically Nethergoyf. It makes me slightly more interested in a Johnny in this matchup, but not a terrible amount. Is it just like this? If that's their if that's their mana base, I do like Magus. That's the thing. But like, I don't think that's their mana base. I think they just like made really bad fetch land decisions. Unless they're like every single stock tempo list is just basic island, basic swamp. Unless they're just like, I don't need these basics. In which case, sure, we'll board the Maguses in. But like, I feel like that just has to not be correct. Yeah, I think they just played greedy because they knew they were killing the Magus. And they were just like, oh, I can just fetch these. I can just fetch these basics. I'm going to kill this Magus the Moon. This feels right. Maybe we can afford to be shaving like a Wisp in this matchup. The last was 8 fetch 2 basic. I mean, yeah, that's just like stock, right? That's what I would have expected to see. Sand is fine, if unexciting. I guess that's just kind of most D&T hands. We can just like Stoneforge with Fartware and hand play patterns. Really nice. Got split up. My opponent's mulliganing to 4. Feeling good. Feeling good. I've lost against opponents mulliganing to 4 before. Even in like decks like this. I think we lost our 5-0 to Painter when they like mulled to 4. Oh shit, mold 3. Alright. I don't know if I've ever lost to a mold of 3 from a deck that wasn't killing me on turn 1. When is Wizards going to print a slightly more pushed version of Aether Vial? I want a slightly more pushed version of, like, Flicker Wisp, honestly. I was talking about this earlier today. Just, like, it's kind of a miracle that, like, every new card... Hey, look, basics. Every new card they print... that's, like, a Flicker Wisp clone is, like, just somehow still worse than Flicker Wisp. Frog. Alright, so we just play around days and we can never lose. Vial that puts in the counter on end step. Alright, now we're cooking. I like that one the most, I think. I'm probably just fetching Basic Mountain with this Arid Mesa here, but... What happens if they frog again? Probably just jams... Okay, well, they just played the land. Cool. Alright, well, now I just jam split up and kill it. Oh, never mind. Probably just jam that one instead. Attack, don't really care if they have Bowmaster. Cast Stoneforge for question mark, question mark, question mark. Maybe we recruit the guard. I would find a new match in their shoes. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Play Karagas here, play around like top deck Tameo. I should just cast my spells at random. Oh, we have a chainsaw. Yeah, we could get chainsaw. I think I like Sash just fine. I'd get Cauldron if I had it in the deck, but... You got it. What are you gonna do now? What if they put his top 3 cards on Torpor Orb, Dread of Night, Dread of Night? I think we would still win. We have pre-war Formalware. I think we could still honestly beat that. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. If they have removal spell on, I guess it's fair to just attack like this. It's just not worth the 1 damage. If they have like 2 mana removal spell for Skyclave because Fatal Push can't kill it. into like block Stoneforge Mystic. Then we just formal back the Stoneforge Mystic, and we just like still don't give a shit. But all roads lead to Rome. You're gonna fucking die. I'll just put in this Lion Sash and recruit the guard for whatever the fuck. I don't know why my opponent's continuing to play this game. Gonna be entirely honest with you, opponent. I don't think you're winning. Should I be like playing around Toxic Deluge or something? No. Yeah, by reconfiguring, I guess. I mean, if I just get this Broadside Bombardier, they die a little bit faster, huh? This is Toxic Deluge. Oh, that's actually really funny. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. An 0-1. Are they literally dead here? Not quite, right? Skyclave this. Bombardier attack both. Force a chump block, I guess. Don't play around the second Toxic Deluge. We have Formal Lore to kill them if that happens. Alright. Bomba reconfigures lethal. Oh, I didn't do I probably, yeah, that's a Mech 9, isn't it? Well, no, I have to kill the thing, right? I was thinking double block, yeah. Cool, cool. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Managed to get there on round 1. I just saw this person's name, it's very good. Oh, Andy actually isn't in here. Yes, I accept Split is truly one of the magic names of all time, huh? Anyway, be right back. back. What do you think, chat? Can we get a match of a league in? Am I playing with fire? We've got a lot of matches going in here. 20 minutes on the round timer. These people are still in game 1. We can do it, right? My hubris knows no bounds. Every time I say we can do it, we can never do it. D&D's so fucking slow. I should have just like played Moonstompy in this like offhanded league or something. I tried playing Moonstompy recently, actually. Like, it's good to like double check your own internal biases. And like my bias for like since Frog has been printed is that like Moonstompy is really, really bad and you shouldn't be playing it. But Moonstompy has been objectively performing super well lately. So I copied a list that I saw that had been performing pretty well. I wanted to try it out. Just like do my homework, see if I'm wrong. Everybody else is right. Moonstompy is a playable deck right now. Sounds fine. I played it through a league. I don't know why people play Moonstompy, man. I don't get it. I don't see the vision. I played against Blue Black Tempo. This matchup just felt like the fucking worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's good if you get a pair. It's good if you play against like no Frog decks and like only some Nadu. It's good if you just like farm a bunch of Eldrazi players and like a bunch of like random stuff. But just like, man, the second your opponent casts Psychic Frog, you just like want to throw your whole deck in the trash can. I was like feeling pretty good. I was like 3-0 against like some random like league nonsense, and then I queued into a Blue Black Tempo and just wanted to I wanted to drop the league. And then I played one more match. I played against like Nadu Zenith, and I was like, this matchup feels okay, but definitely not like actively good. Mountain, Bauble, all right, Stompy, Painter. Mine has no red cards. Our deck doesn't have a lot of red cards pre-board. I'm gonna fetch basic Plains, cast Mother of Runes here, in case they are Moonstompy and they're just gonna like Blood Moon me next turn or something. But this hand already wants like white anyway, more than it wants red because casting Skyclave and stuff. Kind of terrible for me if they are on like Moonstompy and we just have this Solitude stranded for a little bit. But it's also like against D&T, you're pretty incentivized to cycle this Vexing Bauble when you have an extra mana, unless you're like hard playing around specifically Solitude. Hey, look at that. We did the thing. Good job, me. Would have liked you last turn, huh? I'm just gonna curve out here. Just cast my spells. Maybe we'll just top deck Broadside Bombardiers. Next turn, we like probably recruit Stoneforge, potentially like Skyclave the Bauble if we want to get the Solitude online or something, but depends a lot on what the opponent does, obviously. Of course, we'll just top deck Broadside Bombardiers the best possible and just do that instead. Land go, huh? Alright. These Solitudes aren't exactly fantastic to draw. I'm probably just going to go get Stoneforge here. No, we just get Broadside, actually. We don't get Stoneforge. I'm talking about how good Broadside would be to draw, and we could just go get it. I could simply choose to put one in my hand at will. I'm talking about getting other cards that take way longer to get online. Cycle Vexing Bauble. This feels like a Cycle Vexing Bauble. No, really? Alright. We can always, like, Skyclave the Vexing Bauble, pitch Solitude to Solitude if we really need to answer a creature. But lately, the individual creatures out of Moonstompy aren't even that threatening. I'm more likely to have to, like, Skyclave the One Ring or something. It was a little awkward that by flipping my Ajani, I'm opening it up to getting Furied. But it also, like, deals them 5 damage in the process. I'm just gonna, like, attack for 6, 0 the Ajani, dome them for another, like, 5. Which I think is fine. Also, they would force them to cycle the Bauble to Fury me. Also, they would just, like, be dead, because I think that'd be lethal the following turn. What did I say? 6 plus 5 damage or something? 11, put them to 6, and then, like, Broadside's Giga Lethal the following turn. Oh, they do have land 4. Alright. They got the One Ring? No. They have Pyroglyph Ping. Maybe their last cards are Fury Red card, and they cast them into this Vexing Bauble? Well, I guess I just throw the Cat Warrior at the Pyroglyph, huh? Is it more damage if I just attack like this? And, like, let them block if they want? It is, right? Because if I attack all and throw this, it is actually only 3 damage here. Because this Cat Warrior dies and this Ajani flips before damage. So if I attack like this and let them block instead, then it's just more damage. And it's just sack post-combat instead. They always block, though. Is that fine? I can just sack something. I just sack the Recruiter and, like, dome them for 5. No, I did my math wrong with the previous turn, right? Yeah, because I was sacking the Cat Warrior to flip the Ajani. I'm going to, like, less creatures. Yeah, I did my math wrong. Ajani flip math is hard when you're bad at math. I think I'm just going to put him to 6. Means that we have lethal with, like, Broadside Solitude next turn if we throw Skyclave. Or Skyclave this Vexing Bauble or something. Could be plus because I don't know how they beat that. I mean, I don't know how they beat 0 either. Like, Cycle Vexing Bauble, Pitchcast Fury. Still lose in a landslide. Hardcast Fury. Alright, sure. You're still dead. You get to, like, target the mom and kill the Ajani. 1 card in hand. Pro red. Literally dead on board. Yeah, this doesn't even beat the board. Not sure, why not? creature. The opponent's playing to their only possible out clock. Alright, we're still pretty good. We got these people in game 2. Hopefully they go to a game 3. We're playing a pretty quick matchup, too. My sideboard card is a little wonky here, huh? I haven't really mapped out the Moon Stompy matchup very well. I don't even know if Wrath of the Skies is where I want to be. It's probably fine, given how mediocre Spirit of the Labyrinth is. Spirit of the Labyrinth actually is, like, pretty necessary versus, like, all the One Rings. Plus turning off Chapter 2 of Fable. What would I cut, though, at this point? Maybe it is just cut the Wrath or the Containment Priest. Containment Priest only really tags Fable Flip. It's like, maybe it sucks now. Like, turns off our Formal Wear and Aether Valley. Yeah, maybe Priest is, like, not really where you want to be versus Moon Stompy nowadays. It's awkward that it grows Paragoyf. Which card? Oh, Spirit. I guess. I wonder if that's a reason to leave in Sash, too. Thinking about Paragoyf. Is it just this? Is Split Up even good? Like, man. Are any of my cards good versus Moon Stompy? Split Up's, like, probably fine. Because you do just want answers to, like, early board states. Like, if they have, like, just attacking with a Fable token plus like, a Broadside Bombardier or something, and they, like, Wrath your board or whatever, you can still clean it up. Yeah, I think a lot of cards are, like, okay here. You could talk me into, like, these two cards being better than something, maybe. Like, you could maybe cut these, like, Wisps or something, but I think this is pretty largely okay. I shouldn't think too hard about it, too. This is the League. We got places to be. I'll keep saying it's not exciting by any stretch, but you maybe talk me into Ghost Vacuum. You probably couldn't talk me into it. I think Moon Stompy boards in Ghost Vacuum versus D&T, which is like maybe you board in your vacuum to turn off their vacuum. Doesn't even like really work that well, but like getting to 6 mana is pretty tough when you're not the Soul Land deck, right? Oh, sorry, I missed your question, Mangork. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember reading it and I'm like, I'll answer this later, and then I'll forget. I forgot. Your wife wants you to grow a beard. What beard trimmer do you recommend for redeeming Ask a Stupid Question? My beard, I don't really have a beard trimmer. I just shave it all off every few weeks and just let it grow back. So I just have like some shitty razor that I bought at Costco that like does the job exactly well enough. So I'm not the person to ask about facial hair maintenance. Maybe you do want Wrath. Just like sweeping up like Chrome Moxen and stuff is really nice. I really want to Wasteland this Gemstone Caverns. It's probably better to just Wasteland the Soul Land that comes after, though. And Gemstone Caverns is like by far their worst land. Second basic plains means we'll probably fetch Surveil Land here instead of basic plains. I mean, it's the land you don't really want to Wasteland. We get to Spirit the Chapter 2 at least, which is nice. Moonstompy is pretty bad at presenting instant speed removal spells. Specifically. Like, they sometimes have a few dead gons in sideboard at most. Let's get an Elegant Parlor. Milling pretty much every land, topping most spells. Yeah, I don't know that. That's kind of spicy. Means that Stoneforge for Reformor is really good, but not good enough to not turn off their spirit, or not turn off their Fable here. I think I'm going to play in a way that incentivizes them to try to Blood Moon me if they have the ability to. Because we don't care about it, so I'm incentivizing them to try to, like, waste 3 mana on a turn, locking me out of a game that it doesn't matter in. I don't think there's, like, we don't have white, so we're not getting super, like, maybe if we, like, top deck Skyclave and we really need to cast it next turn, we get punished, but I can't even picture a world where that's the case. Yeah. Maybe they just discard 2. Maybe they forget the text on my card. Dang. Next question is, do I block? Maybe the answer is we don't get to make that decision yet. They kill my thing. Out of chainsaw range, even. That's fine. We get a Stoneforge for a Formal War now. We want to chainsaw the backside of Fable anyway. Don't really want to Wasteland. I'd rather double spell next turn. They have Shaman, Goblin Shaman going, so Wasteland likely to not do anything anyway. We're gonna get beat up a little bit here. Hopefully we can stabilize though. Gotta be pretty careful with our life total. It's just another Goyf. Just kill my Stoneforge again. Oh, right, and goes face. Eesh. That's really ugly. Go to 9 here. We can't form War plus Chainsaw. We could draw Plow. Might be dead here, eh? I still have 3 cards in the end. Sheesh. Really see us getting out of here unless they just have nothing but blanks in hand. And we top deck like Swords to Plowshares next turn, or like a Johnny maybe. Or split up. No. 2 matches left. The sweat. Please, just kill my opponent. Just cast your spell. I'm blocking your Goblin Shaman, and I'm dying to any 4-drop in your hand. I'm begging you. Incredible tank on the have lethal in hand, sure. Tank, kill you. The classic. Yeah, the way those games played out, these cards do really feel clunky. This guy's a little bit better on the play. Like, Sweep-Up Chrome Moxen is kind of nice, but we'll just hit resubmit here. Sends a bit ugly, but it's actually kind of pretty ugly, huh? I don't know if I'm mulliganing this, though, on the play. I'd probably ship this on the draw. Hey, Curly TTV, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. This guy's a Blood Moon. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Come on. Blood Moon me. Dang. Thanks for the good luck. I don't think I fetch Surveil Land. Maybe I do, because I could just fetch planes this turn and have the 2 planes. Classic. Mom plus a Johnny next turn potentially. We can just Flicker Wisp. We can just a Johnny. We can get Johnny Surveil Land. Got a lot of options. None of them are super great, I'll be honest. The old discard nothing. Deeply mortifying. Sure. I'll block. That's pretty bad, huh? Do I just wisp this shaman? Do I draw a removal spell? No? Great. Probably don't wisp the shaman now. We can just play a Johnny with Caracas up. This really sucks, though. We're gonna die to these flipping fables because we have no answers to them. Three cards in hand, discarded none of them. Also didn't play land drop. Kind of weird that you would just keep all spells and hope that your mana works. Makes me want to like shoot this Goblin Shaman. I guess they could also just choose to discard their second fable. Kind of want to shoot the Goblin Shaman with the Wisp, honestly. Maybe I need to save the... Nah, like, if I have to Wisp a Fable to keep Reflection from going off, then I'm just already fucked. I think we can't win a game where we bounce a Johnny. Yeah, I mean... Draw, like, Plow next turn, and then... bounce a Johnny. And, like, have the ability to, like, a Johnny plus bounce. Blew away. Exactly. Fiery Confluence, sure. And then second Plow, yeah. No, we draw the Solitude after that, and then we're fine. Witch Enchanter. What? Who are you? Sure. Oh, we did the thing. Wait. Oh, so I see the vision, right? It's a Johnny, chainsaw the token, 0 kill the reflection. Is that better? It's still bad into exactly Fury. Is that better than just chainsaw a Johnny, go? Both of these lines get just obliterated by my opponent putting Fury on the stack, which is almost certainly in their hand. But if they don't have Fury somehow, then like having the flip to Johnny is really good. It's also bad Dead God. They've already cast one. There's like actual 0% they have the second Dead God. I don't know. I just don't think we're winning this. Like, if I just like chainsaw a Johnny, if I just chainsaw this and cast a Johnny, we're like still dying, right? I can hope that they somehow have nothing in their top 3 cards or whatever, and then a Johnny flip to Johnny plus chainsaw gets me somewhere. I think that's my plan. This is even slightly better against Fury, right? Because at least we have I mean, if they cast Fury, we're gonna fucking die, let's be real. But, like, at least we get to keep a toughness in play. Versus we had 4 toughness, now we have 5. We could have, like, hypothetically just chainsawed the Reflection and played Mom that previous turn or something that plays around Fury slightly more optimally, but, like, I just don't really think that wins. This puts removal spell into play to potentially, like, try to answer the second Reflection at least, which is gonna fucking kill us pretty badly. If they didn't have second reflection, yeah, if they didn't have second reflection, you could think about playing the Mom there. Although I think at that point we're like getting pretty buried by the One Ring, and we're probably gonna die regardless. We'll probably be dead in a minute and a half, huh? If they cast Fury, I might just concede. Go back to the prelim here. You can race the Fury if you drop one. I don't even know if that's true. Surely Chainsaw Quest for 2 mana. Yes, surely. Maybe they just have nothing. Their hand is just 6 lands, even though they missed a land drop. This tank is just... I'm so fucked. I have no plays. All of the cards in my hand are bad, and none of them can beat this Johnny Chainsaw. That's clearly what they're tanking on here. Come on! It can't be that hard, opponent. I promise. Yo, we want a die roll. Let's go. Keep. My opponent's casting spells, so I can hear them now. I swear to Christ, if this is Fury. Maybe this is like Shatter Skull Smashing, which like still kills me. It's just 3-1. Come on, opponent. Tank, 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 tank. Best possible. All right. Moving on. I'll take my draw step before conceding. I suppose we're technically not dead, huh? Flicker Wisp, the chainsaw, and the reflection, play mom, say go. We get second Furied. Then we lose. Alright. You're trying a mono white build with Glimmerlens, a Johnny Staff, Stoneforge. A lot of card advantage and tokens. I mean, it sounds fun. Sounds like the Felia dual commander deck, basically. If they don't have Fury / Smashing, we're pretty likely to win. Well, yeah, well, I mean, they also like drew 4 cards, so they're pretty likely to have one of those, right? Forest Birds. What does that mean? It means I can't wasteland them like I really wanted to here. It means we probably just go Stoneforge Mystic for Chainsaw. I kind of want to play second Vial. Yeah, it doesn't... It's probably much better. We have Recruiter in hand. We can just, like, Chainsaw next turn. Potentially Chainsaw plus Wasteland. My opponent's casting a lot of spells. Oh, it doesn't look like I have a board anymore. Oh, my opponent has Fiery Convolutes my entire board, huh? How dead are we? We could top deck Broadside Bombardiers and win this game? Alright. That'll be fine. I believe in us. I believe in my ability to top deck Broadside Bombardiers here. Can't even Wasteland? Come on. Oh, was I literally dead? Oh, they did, like, actually dealt Exaxes. Alright, sure, whatever. That's the league match. That don't matter. A lot of pretty terrifying spells my opponent has over there. Not super excited to see any of them, really. Broadside wouldn't do it because they could fling the ring. Yeah, also true. Solitude's a nice one to draw here. I mean, it's not exciting that I would have to potentially pitch my Recruiter the guard, but it's a good not dying policy. Given that I'm not really allowed to wasteland this tropical island anymore because they have Quarian Ranger, and I really don't think I want to Stoneforge for Chainsaw the Quarian Ranger, and wasteland them, I think I'm just going to Chainsaw the Noble. I don't even want to wasteland the Trop that badly. Like, I'd rather wasteland a Gaia's Cradle. We get to hold up Caracas plus Solitude, potentially. Don't think killing either of these matters particularly more than the other. Might be better to kill Ranger if you don't wasteland. Why would I Chainsaw the Ranger? Is it any better than the Mana Dork? Seems like it's mostly worse than the Mana Dork, right? Because it's a Mana Dork that requires them to pick up their land. I guess it's an activator for Nadu when none of their other cards are. don't even think I Wasteland. If they had Cradle, though, they probably would have played it that turn. Because they went... They could have went Noble, Range... I guess they didn't need to, depending on what their last cards were. They only had 3 mana. If they just had, like, a 1-drop to cast. Anyway, the reason I'd rather not kill the Ranger is because I'd rather just, like, kill all their mana dorks, right? Like, next turn we can just kill the rest of their shit, too. And make the Ranger not matter a ton. But if they just untap and cast Nadu, I'd rather have the Quarian Ranger off the table, I guess. Because I really don't want to kill the Ranger in response, and it would let them, like, draw 2 cards. I don't think I'm going to Wasteland, though. Maybe... Chainsaw this, Wasteland then puts them to 3 mana, puts them to 4 Chord mana. Ranger's OP. I don't know if I would say that. I think I've talked myself into it in regards to Nadu. The mana doesn't matter, that's my mana. But also, like, what if they just, like, Cradle me next turn? Then the mana, like, I'd much rather have the Wasteland for Gaia's Cradle, right? But yeah, I think the big thing here is that I do just want to, like, stymie their resources as much as possible early, because we're pretty favored if we can limp into the late game here. It very much sucks that I'm going to have to Solitude this Nomads, huh? Yep. Sus ordering. Maybe the last card is like second Nomads? I don't know. I think they would have rather drawn the card. Certainly, but... I'm just gonna put Yorion in my hand. Hope we get another couple of turns, huh? Or we just, like, draw Skyclave, Recruiter the Guard, Flicker Wisp. I guess Flickers wouldn't be that good. Broadside Bombardiers. Swords of Plowshares is not bad. It's probably worth holding up the Plow now instead of adding Yorion to hand. Oh, no, I was supposed to play around Court of Calling for 1, right? I was just supposed to plow it. Oops. Well. Fucking. Plow Nadu. Reveal Nadu. It's not quite Nadu, I guess. Especially if they have to use Quarian Ranger here. Green Sun for 3. I mean, I guess. I'm probably supposed to Caracas it. It's kind of awful, but... They're going to draw a card on my turn anyway by picking up a land, right? And I really want to add Yorion to my hand next turn. Sure. It also makes Wisp live. Wow, you're a prophet. Other hand is Nadu Nadu question mark, and we can take the enablers off the table. That's definitely not bad. Oh, and we did your in hand because I have this file. Look at that. I guess I could attack this turn, huh? Which version of Nadu I think is better? I was pretty impressed with this build towards the start of like post-Grief meta, but it kind of has fallen off lately in favor of like the Nadu Zenith build. God damn it. I'm not about the life of sitting there and waiting for them to resolve 16 Nadu triggers or whatever. I value my time more than that. Talk about Magus potentially. What cards are bad here? Most of our equipment, honestly. Maybe this isn't a Magus matchup. They have a lot of mana dorks in Basic Forest. It's like not bad. Shuts off Gaia's Cradle. Can mana screw them if you're like attacking the mana dorks aggressively. Can prevent them from casting a Nadu potentially. Oh wait, these spirits are awful. It's like literally are textless, I think. Did I do it? Nice. Look at that. Think. Any of these cards better than the third Magus? Wisp. Pairs nicely with Chainsaw. Eventually pairs nicely with Containment Priest. Eventually pairs nicely with like Recruit of the Guard, Solitude, Skyclave, stuff like that. We could fully cut Formal Wear. This is not a matchup where things die a lot. I guess let's put these other cards back because these are the last cards we're considering. I think Cauldron is the second best equipment. So I don't think Caldra's in contention. I think I'm cutting Formal before Cauldron. I think it might just be cut Formal Wear. I don't foresee things, especially like in this version versus like old elves that had like Abrupt Decay or whatever, Snuff Outs. This is just like plows because they're already on white to cast Nomads. So things are not going to your graveyard super often unless you're feeding them. Trim a land, what's the worst that could happen? Thank you, little tiny devil on my shoulder. We can do better. Oh, this is better. This is much better. Keep this. Bottom. I want all these cards. All these cards are so good. Man. I think it might be bottom of Johnny. It's awkward because like this Containment Priest plus Aether Vial does have some amount of tension. But the fact that we're almost always going to be chainsawing on turn 2 here, meaning that like it's harder to flip this at Johnny. I don't know. Johnny's so good. Fuck. This is a really tough mulligan. I'm gonna see arguments for like almost all of these cards. Bottom of them all. I'm thinking about it. It's like Mom's not the best here. It's really good in like Mom plus Containment Priest is really powerful versus this deck though is another issue. like protected the Container Priest. But again, they only have like 4 plows sideboard, so it's possible that the mom does actual nothing. I think it might be the mom though. That's a tough one. That's a really tough mulligan, honestly. Yeah. Was I supposed to fetch differently? I don't think so. This deck doesn't punish me, and I want basic planes for because I have Magus the Moons in my deck. How do you flip a Giants matchup? Broadside Bombardiers or this Chainsaw, but probably not this Chainsaw. We could hold the Chainsaw to try to flip with the Ajani. Huh, kind of tempting. Next turn we could potentially Ajani Chainsaw it and just start killing their guys that way and just plow the Noble Hierarch this turn. Also lets us fetch a Surveil land. It's really bad if they hold a plow next turn, but I don't know if they will. We also don't have to do that. We can just go back to like Chainsaw and have like Priest on Vial and stuff. I think this is a little bit awkward because I don't actually have good Nadu removal spells if I do this. Sky Knight Squire. I don't know what that card does, and don't think I'm gonna check. Oh baby, we're cooking now. Guess we only get to kill one of these this turn, huh? Do I want another land? I don't think I do. We just want to draw like a 3, I think. That's a 3. That's a pretty good 3. Johnny meowing at me, yeah. Dog is upset that I've locked her out. We now have an answer to Nadu as well. Broadside Bombardier plus throwing the Chainsaw. Time to start targeting the Sylvan Safekeeper over and over again. I guess I actually target the Bird of Paradise here. Because if they let it die, then I just Magus them. Just thinking of the implications of this where you chop Johnny's a brother in half with a chainsaw. Yeah, right in front of him, too. many players did we get? I think it was 40? 40 players, yeah. My opponent is quickly running out of lands. Got the engine humming. Even if they have, like, plow for broadside bombardiers at this point. I think the Johnny plus red permanent, yeah, just gonna take over the game. And that's why we keep a Johnny in that opening hand, huh? The cast lightning bolt for free every turn machine is very good versus the creature deck if you find the time to get it into play. Board in 1 rev to get them when they cast Nadu for the tilt value. Tempting. Good offer. I'm going to hit you with a counter offer. We're not going to do that. Lost so many games after the opponent sacked all their lands to Safekeeper. Yeah. I've also won a lot of games where I forced my opponent to sack multiple lands to Safekeeper, and eventually they die. Wonder if there's an argument for, like, boarding out Magus, or, like, shaving Magus on the draw, but, like, all these other cards are also pretty bad, so... We're probably just going to leave in Magus and see where this takes us. You really want, like, a Grafdigger's Cage or a Wrath of the Skies in your openers on the draw. This hand is loose, huh? Really leaning on turn 3 split up to do work. If this is a Wrath of the Skies, I don't even know if that would be more keepable. I think I just ship this. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this versus Nadu keeping a 7. Well, this hand also fucking sucks, but that's the breaks, I guess. Maybe they have like a double Dryad Arbor hand and we can cast Wrath on turn 2. There's 1 Dryad Arbor, and then we just need them to get the second. Trying to think of if I want to cast this Mother of Runes or not. Given that, like, the Wrath of the Skies almost always goes on 1 in this matchup. And, like, we could potentially just pitch the Mom to the Recruiter of the Guard or pitch the Mom to Solitude from Recruiter of the Guard down the line. I think I'd rather just fetch Surveil Land and try to come up with cobble together a removal spell on turn 2 here. If I don't find one, I'd probably Wrath for 0, though, just to kill this, just to, like, Stone Rain, kill an Arbor. Whatever you do, put a second Dryad Arbor into play, please. I'm begging you, opponent. Wow, that's like the opposite of a second Dryad Arbor. Just actively makes my plan of Wrath of those guys to your Dryad Arbor much, much worse, huh? I don't even want to draw here. I don't know. Chainsaw. Grafdigger's Cage. Swords to Plowshares. Solitude. Not that. Aether Vial. Draw 1-drop into 1-drop. My plan is to blow up all the 1-drops on turn 3. Lovely. Do we just die? Do I just don't cast any spells here? Just play Arid Mesa, go? Seems kind of horrible, but I don't think this 6 and subsequent draw steps have really panned out to have a different plane. Maybe they just don't have it and they cast like 4 1-drops. Just like 1-drop, 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 1-drop. Go. That's the opposite of those things that I wanted, huh? We're just gonna get like corded here and die? Yep. Maybe they click on the wrong card. Alright, cool. We tried our best. Rough mulligan. Had... I just... 1-5 there kind of stinks. Feels like there weren't really any good options there. Yeah, well. 2 more rounds. We are 30 minutes in. 7 matches in progress, but I'm not gonna fire off another round of this league. I'm too scared of the double queue. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do some play point giveaways, huh? And by some I mean 1, I guess. Got the new November codes. What's the buzzword for today's? Let's go Metafy. Metafy. Giving away 120 play points. The 1 lucky viewer that types Metafy in chat. Starting now. Shout out to the Metafy D&T course that I made with Luanil and Akaleth and Honorog. Take a look if you're interested. It's on Twitter. There's a ! Metafy to find the link, etc., etc. Get your 120 play points courtesy of Daybreak Games. Go back to the deck list as well. Ebb with the Metafy. For the longest time, every time I would see a Metafy link, I thought like just my brain would just read Meatfy. I don't know why. Just yeah, you can drop the YouTube link after. Their mascot used to be named Meaty. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't actually know that. But yeah, Honorog made a YouTube video that is a sneak peek at some of the content that we made. And by sneak, like, it's not even like a peek. I think it's like 20 or 30 minute long video, right? You get a pretty long glimpse into some of the stuff that we made. It's like 6 hours of content right now. We have even more planned in the works. 6 hours of content post editing and stuff. We've spent like tens of hours probably already. Been a lot of fun. Alright, well, we just gotta win out at 1-1. I'm sure we'll be fine. Just gotta believe in ourselves. Real sickos coming out of the woodwork to qualify for Honorog's event, huh? We got Theo, Dingo. We have Watch Wolf 92, whose real name he does like a bunch of commentary, but I, for the life of me, don't remember his name. I'm really bad with names though. Sukenik, yeah. Got good old Kulu Limpa probably playing Moonstompy. Munchlax playing Moonstompy. 0-2 though. Munchlax probably playing Moonstompy. Munchlax's list is the one that I copied when I was doing my Moonstompy league. Silent Goat, also a Moonstompy player. Marceline, also sometimes a Moonstompy player. Harain, someone who's hung out in chat a few times prior. I only have 2 more, I guess 3 more streams before Eternal Weekend because I'm streaming Saturday. And then 2 Tuesday streams. I'll probably stream the 19th. I don't fly out until the 21st. In like the afternoon anyway. So unless I'm like really feeling the stress of like travel and getting shit together, I will likely stream the 19th as well. How many streams do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I stream every Tuesday and this Saturday, I'll have the exactly 5 giveaway codes. I should end this giveaway, huh? Exclamation point giveaway. Winner is Adam. Rigged. Adam Wasmo 1. At least Toast is in here to get a code. Send you your code in a second. As soon as I find where my freaking tabs are. There we go. This is the second one I've won from anyone, and the first one I gave away to someone else. How is this rigged? It's rigged because I know who you are. Therefore, I'm clearly giving you the code on purpose. I don't know why I'm whispering you the code, because I just do this to everyone on Twitch, but I could just DM you the code. But there's your code now. Have fun. Do whatever you want with it. We got 3 more matches. While we sit and wait. What we played against? We played 5 rounds so far total. We're 3-2 on the day. Not bad. Lost to Elves. Lost to Moonstompy there at the end. Thoughts on Parting Gust? Not super interested in that effect. 2 is a lot more mana than 1, and you don't even want Ephemerate that bad. Or you would just be playing Ephemerate. White, it's also definitely not free. 2 is in fact twice. 2 is more than twice as much as 1 when we're talking about Legacy. 2's like 3 times as much as 1 when we're talking about Legacy mana costs. Trying to think about split up. You do really get punished. Like, not that it mattered that game 3 there, but like split up is really ugly versus very specifically Nadu Elves, the deck that has not only Court of Calling but also a bunch of mana dorks that can tap themselves at will and Quarian Ranger to like untap things. Split up's like really rough specifically there. Unless it's castable with Tomb. I mean, that's Tomb doing reversing the math on that. 2 is 3 times as much. I guess specifically at 2 mana. If it's like 2 colorless mana, then 2 is just equal to 1 if you're an Ancient Tomb deck, because you're just... it's a little muddled, I guess, at that point. Yes, click on that link if you want to take a look. 33 minutes talking about Recruiter of the Guard specifically. We really, like, break down, like, every single thing possible about D&T that you could possibly want to know. Talk about every single card, all the interactions, deck building choices, mulligan decisions, different matchups, all of the, like, talk about mono white, black white, red white, all the different splashes and stuff. I don't have any time to kill, man. I don't have anything to do in this interim period if it's not fire off another league match. I did finally order all my cards for this deck in paper. I have been slacking on that for a while. I borrowed a Johnny's to play in like a RCDC Legacy side event. And I finally ordered my Split Ups, Ghost Vacuum, Chainsaw, Johnny's, the new Magus of the Moon. I think those are the only cards I needed. I think I have the rest of this. Secret Lair Magus is so good. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited. I also back when D&T was like pre-Yorion days, where you played like one Magus of the Moon in like Red Splash 60 card D&T in like, I don't know, 2017 or 2018 or something. I bought a Future Sight Foil Magus of the Moon, and it's signed in silver pen along the side here by the artist. And David Land, my buddy David Land, Static Gripped, also happens to just own a Magus of the Moon that is like the exact. Maybe they were signed together. Maybe that's just how the artist like signs the card or something. But like signed along the side in silver pen. He owns one as well. So now that I'm getting Secret Lair Maguses, I can finally we can put the pair together, and I'm gonna give him my other foil Magus. Now I don't need these pack foils. It's really annoying that Broadside Bombardier doesn't, not even just like doesn't have a promo, doesn't have a foil. Kind of garbage. I suspect it'll get like a random Secret Lair in the future, because it's like already solidified itself as like a super powerful cube card, right? It's one of those cards that was likely to just get reprinted in some random, Goblin's Secret Lair a year or two from now. They've already made like 2 different Goblin themed, maybe even 3 Goblin Secret Lairs. Broadside Bombardier will make it into one of these days. We'll get our foils. I'm really excited to get the promo Cauldras out of that, like, they're like gonna be in like GP, like in like Prague or something in like March or something like that. And they're only gonna be 128 in the world or something. I'm probably gonna have to sell this fucking Murktide Regent to pick up my copy. But I will happily sell this fucking dog shit blue 7-drop for a cool, awesome 7-drop. Can you even see this broadside? I the window's really tiny. Or not broadside, this Murktide. Alright, fine, I'll let dog back in. Fucking punk. Screaming, throwing herself at the door. We only got one match left. I can see there's a card there, basically impossible to tell what it is. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the card art itself is already, like, really dark, too, so... I'm sure if I had, like, light shining on it a little bit better, it'd be a little easier, but it's... Like, it's just a dark cave, pretty, like, dark green, blue dragon thing, so... What do you want? What do you want from me? If you drool on me, I'm gonna put you to death. Live on TV. Say hi to everyone. What do you want? Nope, just you can crawl up there. That's fine. Ugh. Disgusting drool monster. Why do you want in here so bad? When I'm just sitting here on the computer, you never do this. It's only when I'm streaming you need to be here. What is wrong with you, kitty? Nope. Get off. Ugh. Where did I take a screenshot of? Oh, that was when I surgicaled Andy earlier. Good to see how he sideboards at least. There's one Barrowglyph. Bowmasters. Did he board out a Psychic Frog, or no, we just must have exiled one earlier that game. Doesn't look like we did, though. There's no way that's right. Oh no, yeah. We surgicaled... Oh, we skyclaved a frog. Yeah, that's it. That's the reason we have the surgical in stack is because he discarded Archon to the frog earlier. Fatal pushes... 0 fatal push? Interesting. That might just be like across the 75, I guess. It's like snuff out, dismember. Oh, there's one fatal push, yeah. Double dismember instead. And the snuff out. Good to know what the scam players are up to. Always sucks when they have Grizzlebrand in their deck, because that card is, like, stone unbeatable, whereas, like, you can win 10% of the games where your opponent puts in Atraxa or whatever. 30% of the games your opponent puts Archon into play. Close to 0% of the games where your opponent just puts Grizzlebrand into play. Next question is, well, we're going to win next round, so it doesn't matter. We just got to believe in ourselves. I'm just wondering about QPs. We have 62, so 2-2 gets me to 72, which means we can still... We're pretty close into playing an LCQ in addition to the showcase next week. It's probably worth playing it out at 2-2 anyway. I guess the one downside of these prelims getting a bunch more players because of Honorog is that now we have to wait longer because these aren't like 12 person. With 40 people, it's much more likely that there's someone who's just going to go 46 minutes into the round. We're gonna have to sit here twiddling our thumbs for a little bit. Dog, what is your problem? Get out of here. Oh, there we go. Just as I'm going to switch over and start immediately doing another thing. I wanted to, like, fiddle with, Overlord. I think the Overlord's not making the cut for anyone's builds, for most people's builds going into Eternal Weekend. But it's still, like, at the back of my mind, if you'd, like, make it work. The supposed downtick in Eldrazi in the meta is, like, makes me more interested in the Black Splash. I don't love how bad, like, how completely stone cold you are versus Scam game 1 as Red-White, whereas Black-White you have, you know, your Thoughtseize security blanket. But, like, Red-White being close to forced to win 2 post-board games versus Scam in a row has been not my favorite. So it makes me want the Black Splash a little bit more, but just, like, my god, the Black Splash feels so much worse versus, like, Nadu and Eldrazi. It's a really hard needle to thread right now. Alright, just gotta win 2 more. Punch our ticket to the Honorog Invitational. No, I guess not Invitational. Showdown? Alright, never mind. We're playing as Mystic Forge. It's over. GG's. Both teams tried hard. This is like your actual worst matchup in the format right now. We won the die roll and this hand is good, so like we can pretend like we have a chance. Maybe they're not on the deck that they were last seen on 2 days ago. Yeah, never mind. Worth a shot. Well, this is bad news. Probably gonna fucking die. Sure, Walking Ballista. Yep. Walking Ballista for 3, even. The problem with, like, sideboarding for this matchup is that all the sideboard cards are really bad and really narrow. So, like, you can play Deafening Silence in your sideboard, but, like, it doesn't even help that much. And then, on top of that, like, Deafening Silence sucks so bad. Is Null Rod unplayable in this deck? I would play Stony Silence before Null Rod, but... Step 1, cast Plow. Step 2, see what happens. The issue is that see what happens probably means... I guess it just means... It just means we're just attacking the card. We're just going to lose our board. Because if we pick up in response here, they just don't ping. Kill, kill. We can replay the Ajani, and then this card's just going to kill us anyway. I think we're better off. Cage stop. Yeah, the issue with Cage is like a card that you will board in. You're not happy about it, but like they play like not even the full set of Mystic Forges lately anyway. Dog, what are you chewing on over there? Hey, hey, get out. Get out of there. What's your problem? Get out of here. Ugh. No thought to attack face there. Honestly, I didn't think about it. It might have been worth. You're dead? We're not. They can't. Took this up for Yorion reasons. All according to plan, was never worried. I think we probably should have at least thrown the Vile face. If not just fully attacked face. I like literally their life total was not even on my mind. But yeah, Cage is like at least I'm not even gonna say nice. It's like you board it in and like hope that they have a Forge hand. But they have way more cards and rings than they have cages. But like if you can go like turn Cage into Spirit and stuff and get something done there. Turn off like some of their different avenues to victory. God, how the fuck do you sideboard here, huh? kind of want to cut moms, especially in the world of like Kozilek's Command. But also, this is a Dismember world, so much like the Eldrazi matchup, even more than your Eldrazi matchup, honestly, like Mom and Disappear the Labyrinth to protect it from like Dismember can definitely come up. We can probably cut the chainsaw. It was good exactly there, but maybe it's just this is fine. Shave one Mom. All these other cards seem fine. So maybe we're supposed to board in split ups as like Eldrazi Scion Wraths. This is not a matchup I give as much thought to as I maybe should. I'm gonna keep it. Bottom one of these Bombardiers. Maybe they'll just mulligan to like 3. 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, opponent. All the way down to 3. Keep it going. Let's see it. Alright, 4. Definitely played a lot more Card Forge and Painter. Yeah, unfortunately for us, this deck definitely has been picking up in popularity lately. My opponent has 3 cards in hand. I think I'm supposed to Wasteland this, even on 1 lander. I think their best avenue of victory is Soul Land the One Ring. But yeah, this Karn Forge deck has definitely been picking up in popularity, and it's been kind of ugly for us. I think I want to fetch Surveil Land to hit land 3, so I'm just going to play Cage. It's worse against some things, but command for 1. Do I plow? I feel like I want to plow this Eldrazi spawn, honestly. 1 bottom. Three cards in hand. I really don't want to get the One Ringed or Karn to this turn. I think I plow this spawn. You plow an Eldrazi. Would you cast Swords to Plowshares on an Eldrazi spawn token in this specific instance? I guess I should clarify. Land? Pretty please? That's not a land. Black-white taxes with Entomb Reanimate package. That does... I don't know if I'm going to hear you out on that one. Really hate leaving this Glaring Fleshraker up. I hate it a lot less if they're just doing this. Please just pass. Please just pass the turn. Oh, thank Christ, we can win now. Not killing Fleshraker? I couldn't kill Fleshraker. I didn't have any red permanents to, like, bolt with a Johnny. Now we get to kill all their shit, though. Put in Bombardier, 0, shoot 1. attack shoot the other, or -4. I think I'd rather leave it at 5 and just kill both things. Leave the spawn this turn. Dismembers this. I assume this is an intervening if, right? When you do, if you control a red permanent, right? Oh no, my opponent's just salting in chat. Deal. We take those. Wait, were they just like dead? If I just, I don't think it matters a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they killed Bombardiers, it would fizzle the ability, yeah. Oh, don't want to draw that. The One Ring? Alright. I think I tick up to go towards Yorion and just Skyclave the One Ring here. I mean, they go to 3. Yeah, we just Skyclave it. If I zero a Johnny, I have to bolt my own face. I think we might just plus. Yeah, we did it. We beat the unwinnable matchup. 2-0 easy. It just takes your opponent mulling to 4. Does Cage hit anything? Have hits other than Fortune? No, not at all. It's mostly a Hail Mary card. You can chuck with Bombardiers in the worst case, at least. So it's not like literal nothing. It's just mostly nothing. Where's the cat that gets fur at? She's got a little bit. She's got a little bit of fuzz on her nose. You can't really see it from far away. Alright, we definitely have time to play a rematch of the league, though, now. We finished that match so fast. We won the unwinnable matchup. We just gotta win one more. Can we break the Tuesday night prelim curse? If you were an ancient Egyptian, you'd be worshipping her for real. I mean, she gets worshipped in this house enough as is. Any ancient Egyptians in chat? Man, it's already 11 o'clock. I haven't looked at the election at all since I started streaming. I don't really know how it's going. Alright, nope. Once you drool on me, get kicked off, kitty. Best of luck. They're gonna turn 1 me. This hand is not very thrilling. This hand's also not very thrilling, but fine. Maybe it's bottom broadside here, honestly. Maybe it's bottom 4 more. It's hard to say. We don't know the matchup, right? Broadside's better than Solitude versus most best of luck decks. But Stoneforge Formula is a really good synergy. So it's probably between Solitude or Broadside. I think I value Solitude more than Broadside in the average matchup. Undercity Sewer, is it just Scam? Could still be Doomsday. Could even be Blue-Black. I will also play my tap land opponent. Good old high power, high legacy power level format. Guildgate versus Guildgate. We don't really want this, mother friends, huh? We just jam Stoneforge next turn into anything. Oh man, I guess we don't. So this is just Scam or... Oh, thank God. Cycle Troll. So much better than casting Entomb. Just breathe a huge sigh of relief. Animate it, too. Come on. Psychic Frog, I guess. I'm gonna pitch this Ajani, I think. I don't really want to fetch Surveillance. We're on 2 lands here. If we waste it against, not great. We don't have a ton of red cards. Is that better than Stoneforge here? I don't think so. Given that we're pretty good against Daze because we can cast 4 more to get Stoneforge back the following turn, we want to get Lion Sash online as early as possible. Step 1 is play land, cast Solitude, pitch Ajani. Step 2 is... I guess we're only on 2 lands, so if the Stoneforge gets countered, it is kind of terrible for me. I hate giving them time, but we also kind of need time the way this hand is shaping up. We only need like 2 turns of time. Which is only 1 more than we would expect. Like, we need 2 turns to get to Lion Sash anyway. If we know we're drawing the land anyway, and we get like the Stoneforge Dazed, we're still like our 2 turns away from Sash. So this feels at least a little safer. It's also better because we can just pitch this Formal Lord to the second Solitude if need be. Alright. They force this. Don't really know what I would do, honestly. Alright, that's fine. That's pretty beatable, all things considered. 4 cards left in hand. What do I want to do here? Is it Surveilling now? What am I looking for? Plow. White card to cast Third Solitude. I guess I probably do Surveil here now, huh? I don't think I keep land as a the thing. Sure. So we could put shields up on Sash this turn. That plays into Force of Will, but my opponent hasn't Force Willed any of my previous Solitudes. We can then pick up Yorion. We haven't played into Daze either, which is something that my opponent could definitely have. So it's a little bit more enticing for me to, I think, add Yorion in my hand to say go, and don't put shields up on Sash, but then we have End-Step Violin, Stoneforge to get Sash, untap, put in Sash, and have Solitude pitching the Yorion to answer the Troll. Do you mind? What is your problem tonight? Hey, get down. Thank you. Jeez. It's fine. We're still playing around all the stuff that we were thinking about. So now we grab Sash. Put it in. Tick up the Vial. Solitude. Sure, that seems really weird to me. That means like second Fatal Push? That would be a reason to leave the Vial on 2 and just like hold up the threat of Sash, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that really. With how constrained on mana I am. Afraid of a 7 Cauldron? Yeah, maybe. There certainly punishes. I could, like, wait on the Solitude and take the Vial up, but I feel I don't want to say very comfortable, but I feel, like, okay about my position. This is just another Fatal Push on the Sash. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, huh? Do I eat? I just eat my own Solitudes. That doesn't really do anything. I could eat some of their lands, so they can't jump. Eating 2 of my Solitudes doesn't do anything because there's a 3rd Solitude. I think I just eat 2 of their things. I don't love my position here now. Definitely don't love it. Or even down one of our formal wares to get the Sash back. Draw... Best draw is probably like Recruiter into Stoneforge for 2nd formal wear. Oh, okay, they just get a 4/4. That's pretty beatable. They don't have a Troll to cycle in response. This does put us on a 3-turn clock instead of a 4-turn clock fetching here, but I'm down both my parlors. Fuck. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I didn't even realize. We're down 3 Solitudes as well, so this Vial just stays on 3 forever. Classic. Still got plenty of time in the league. Draw a Recruiter, draw a Stoneforge, draw a Johnny, honestly. Now fetching doesn't matter. Difference between 3 and 2 is next to nothing. This Ponder probably means we're gonna die though if they find like any secondary creature. We're definitely drawing the Fourth Solitude into their like last card days that they've been sitting on since turn 1 that we've never played into. Don't use Ponder and then say go is just, it's just Force of Will, right? I guess it could also be Orcish Bowmasters or something. We don't see those main deck a ton. Or we just draw a land. Aether Violet's fine too. Annoying. Because that was a game 1 that like we had a pretty good shot at actually winning. Just didn't quite get there. I wonder if we're supposed to read into that Fatal Push at all. There's not a lot that I think we could have done, though. I think we kind of were forced into most of our plays that game. Hand's great. Keep. A little awkward that second Stoneforge is textless, right? Maybe the first one gets countered, though. Maybe the Graphic Cage dies and the Formal War matters later. Disruptor Flute's pretty good. It suffers from a critical problem of costing 2 mana in our deck of all cards that cost 2 mana. I think I'd be closer to playing a Pithing Needle than a Disruptor Flute. I have thought about Pithing Needle. No Frog is really good for me. I think we just say go here. Given this could easily just be like Brazen Bar Warrior Cage kill you or something. We're fine just passing the turn, playing the longer game. But yeah, I think Disruptor Flute is a pretty good card overall. Just like the 1-man attacks in D&T is like really rough. Like all your cards already cost 2 mana. Looks like there's a very high likelihood that my Sash is getting Fatal Pushed. So I'm gonna just pass. 6 cards in hand. The likelihood of my Sash living is like Yeah, I mean, the splash lists have other tools versus Doomsday. They don't need a card like Disruptor Flute necessarily. It's a good card in those matchups, yes. But again, it costs 2 mana. You have cards that are good that cost 2 mana against Doomsday already. Spirit of the Labyrinth. The splash lists have like Thoughtseize and Red Elemental Blast at 1 mana, which are more relevant in combo matchups, generally speaking. Can I just wait? I think I'm fine just playing a little bit of a longer game. I think, if I hadn't drawn Skyclave, I think I would have put this on top. But now I don't think I do. What does this game look like? I want to not die to Entomb. Which means once we get to 5 mana, we can cast Stoneforge, get Formal Wear. So we're probably putting in Satch this turn. I think I mill this. Maybe I should be more scared of, like, Frog plus Force. You're getting kicked out of here. Come on, kid. What are you doing, kitty? Get out of here. Get. Wasteland. I don't really want to see that. It means that my put in Lion Sash plan is a little bit worse. Baraglyph. Alright, that's fine. What's up, Joyful Waffle? Doing okay. Problem is if I put the Sash in now... I mean, I guess I just untap and Skyclave this. But then I actually don't have Lion Sash up. But then we die to, like, exactly Borrow Order and Tomb Reanimate. Maybe that means we put in Sash this turn, huh? There's like a 100% chance my opponent has Fatal Push. Yeah. Or Dismember or whatever, yeah. Four cards in hand. I think I cast into Daze here. This Spirit's not a... Or this Stoneforge isn't a huge prize. Even if it does resolve. Like, if it doesn't resolve, it's not the end of the world because I'll work against Formal Wares that don't do anything. Notably, now, if we don't get got specifically this turn, if we hold up 3 mana, we're still insulated. Versus... Hold up 3 mana plus a Stoneforge, we're still insulated versus... Oh, we're dying. They're at 9. Can we kill them here? 4, 5. They don't have Force. We discard Broadside, Formal Wear back. Attack all. Oh no, they're at 12. Shit. Block here, take 3 plus. We have 6 mana now. Can we kill them with double Broadside Bombardiers? I mean, I don't have any other plans to win this game. according to plan. Definitely mathed that one out. I'm trying to think about if I played something wrong in that game. Maybe I'm supposed to Wasteland instead of cast the second Stoneforge on the off chance they don't have the 5th land and they have the Brazen Bar and Tomb Reanimate exactly. The Barrowgrave definitely like gummed up how my sequencing was gonna go, because I kind of needed to answer it, and all of my answers in hand were like super expensive. Might have been worth just like having the Lion Sash eat shit earlier, but I mean, we were trying to play around specifically Brazen Borrower and Tomb Reanimate, which was like clearly their game plan for a few turns there. Oh no, there's only one match left. And these are hands that you keep and then you lose. Especially without the lands to support it, huh? We're just gonna get like Entomb Reanimated anyway and be sad. I wonder if I'd rather even hold up Blast here than cast Mom, honestly. Oh, we're not getting entombed. Let's go. I don't think I want to hold up Blast there because with this hand I want to blast a Frog. Because I don't have a good Frog answer. Cycle Troll. Sure. Reanimate Troll. Deal. Got Solitude, that's nice. Question is, do I cast Sash now versus 4 cards? I don't think I do, because it actually puts the shields up down on like my opponent could reanimate my Solitude. I could wait a turn to kill those and cast the Sash. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine holding up Blast for most things here, and then just fetching Surveil if they don't do anything worth blasting. I wasn't decided on whether I would blast a Brainstorm, but I don't think I'm gonna blast a Ponder. Just want to Surveil into 3rd land. Or we just want to blast the Psychic Frog, I guess, and just draw the 3rd line naturally, like a good Magic player. Land. Damn it. Kind of the worst fucking outcome. Drawing Spirit, too. Alright, that's okay. Oh no, the next match is starting. Panic. Nice. Sure. You have double Fatal Push. Fatal Push plus Bowmasters. Fatal Push plus Stifle, sure. Really want to draw a 4th land now. Well, really want to draw a 3rd land now. Well, the other match started. Unfortunate. Lose the die roll. Keepable hand. Classic. Can I just try to kill my opponent here? Probably not. They're going to draw way too many cards. I'm not really allowed to put shields down, I don't think. Shatter Skull Vexing Bauble means we're probably gonna die. But we have an okay hand if they don't have like the nastiest Moonstompy starts. Do I eat this Spirit? We have Stoneforge in hand that's gonna go get Oh, that's actually really nice. It means I can finally put shields down. We can go get formal wear. I kind of want to attack. I think if I just wait and don't let them just draw 100 cards, it's better for me. Like, my other guys just don't block well, and I really don't want to be forced to activate the Smother Roots if I don't have to. Fable is certainly annoying over here. Do I just Cauldron check? First 4 cards in hand. There's a Bauble, which makes Fury a little bit harder, but not that much harder because I can just attack Hardcast Fury. Ajani's better at stopping this Goblin Shaman from attacking, but it's also worse with my Stoneforge in hand, or with the Karakas in hand, I mean. But we have Ajani into Bombardiers, which is really good, so I think we just go for that. Let my opponent have their way with the board. Wasteland me, sure. Entomb, sure. I almost want to let this resolve and try to attack them for lethal, but it seems insane. I don't really know why you'd give the smaller one flying, but okay. Your last 4 cards were Entomb, Reanimate, really? Reanimate, Animate dead even, too. Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. That whole time it was just resolving Blood Moon. Do I just concede here so I can stop double queuing? Probably. We could win, conceivably. No, because we can't cast the Split Up. If we could like actually cast the Split Up next turn, then maybe. If we draw Red Source and Blast the Atraxa, their hand is Animate dead now. So blasting the Atraxa is really bad. Because it doesn't hurt to just take this draw step, huh? Alright, sure. We'll concede here for time's sake. Focus on this. Block. This might just be like Fury, but yeah, seems like Fury. But we can never play around Fury anyway. Fury just kills my whole board regardless. Am I not F6'd? It's not. They're 10 life. Jeez, they've taken so much damage. They have 3 cards left. They couldn't have Furied first because they needed the land off of the guy. They needed the, or not the land, they needed the treasure token off the Goblin Shaman. Cauldron time? Try to steal a game? Almost feels like it's chainsaw time just to, like, not die to this Fable flipping next turn. Like, does Cauldron even do anything here? They have 3 cards in it. Like, I mean, it puts them to, like, 5, but then we might get obliterated by Fable Fury. Chainsaw. We have 4 mana next turn, so we can, like, Chainsaw plus 2nd Stoneforge. I guess we could always just Stoneforge plus Chainsaw the following turn and not put the Cauldron into play if we really wanted to. And Cauldron puts so much pressure on their life total. But if we just grab Chainsaw here, and then next turn we have Chainsaw and we Stoneforge for another thing. Going to 13. We Chainsaw and Stoneforge for, like, Formal Wear and get back a Johnny. That seems maybe better than Cauldron. Let's grab Chainsaw. Yeah, I don't think I want that one. I think there's a chance we can limp out of this one alive. Might be able to sneak in, like, a broadside kill, too. If we can just, like, tread water for a bit and have them deal, like, a little bit more damage themselves with the Ancient Tomb. Or we just fucking die, huh? Is this just, like, double broadside? Just... Alright, sure, yeah. Or we just fucking die instantly. Are we literally dead? Or just mostly dead? I think we are allowed to... No, right? They can just chuck this at the Stoneforge, or anything at the Stoneforge. I take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only 17. Technically chump block, but, like, what the fuck am I gonna draw? I don't even know if I mapped that right. I might still be dead here. I think they're also mathing if it's lethal if they just chuck a thing in my Stoneforge. And I think the answer is they're a tiny bit off. If you draw Solitude, are you dead? I mean, and unless they chuck specifically the Vexing Bauble, the Solitude wouldn't really help me. If they chuck Reflection, I mean, I think we're just still dead. We just can't kill 2 Bombardiers anyway, unless we draw... No, yeah, I think we're dying. If they, like, end up chucking nothing, like, they let me chump block and then, like, don't throw anything, or just throw the Vexing Bauble at face or something, then we draw, like, Plow plus Chainsaw, and then they don't have anything to pair with the Reflection, then maybe we do something? Man, it's already 11:30. Fuck. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, I think they've reached the same conclusion as me. Question is if they... Wait, I didn't do the math if they just throw 12 points at my face here. They don't throw anything. Interesting. Well, we didn't draw a removal spell, so it doesn't matter, right? Because we can't kill both these Bombardiers. If we had drawn removal spell, kill both Bombardiers, then we only take 12. Then we might be able to do some, like, cheeky lethal the following turn, but yeah. Alright. I keep losing the die roll to these fucking decks, which is really obnoxious. Given how much easier any of these games would have been on the play. We're like... We've lost a ton of die rolls today. This is, I think, what we ended on, and then we're, like, talking about Wrath of the Skies being a potential option, but not being, like, super interesting. Would've been good to top deck a split up that last game, huh? keeping. Aetherfile's really good. Wasteland's pretty good. These iterations of Moonstompy don't like punish you nearly as much for not having like early removal spells, because they don't have as many like 3-mana snowballs, and they just have this like really gratuitous end game instead. But they give you a little bit more time to like set up your stuff. So I'm like slightly more. I don't know if you keep this hand versus like Moonstompy last year. I think you might be allowed to keep this sort of hand now. The Wasteland definitely helps. The deck is like so mana hungry now. We're just like always Wasteland this Ancient Tomb. Love to see this start. Love this start a lot. Could not be happier seeing my opponent cast 2 Vexing Baubles here while we have Vial on the play. You bolt this into cycle, probably. Draw Stoneforge Mystic. Not Stoneforge Mystic, but I'll take it. Definitely not bad. I think we're likely just to fetch Surveil here. White isn't the most pressing concern. With our active Vial. You always have to be a little bit wary of Fiery Confluence. But also they would have to also Blood Moon me, which with multiple baubles in their deck, I wouldn't be surprised if they shaved on moons instead. Kind of surprised they still have baubles in their deck over moons. I guess the bauble cycles and, you know, turns off Solitude, the one card in their deck, versus moon is like sometimes cheeses wins, but also pitches like Fury and Chrome Mox. So there's you know, give and take to having both cards in your deck. They might not. They probably have enough cards to sideboard in though. Punished for wait, they played a land, right? I guess I'm not punished for not playing the Karakas, or playing the Karakas. We can just let this attack and then Karakas it. Don't even attack me. Deal. I kind of hate milling this, but I don't want to draw it. I guess I could keep it on top. Recruit Stoneforge, cast Stoneforge, get Formal Wear this turn. Have Sneaky Cauldron sitting in hand, and have we just Karakas this Laelia? It's like not actually insane. I guess I could have always, if I like wanted it in the deck still, I could have like upkeep shuffled it away off the Aether Vial. If I wanted to do that instead. Good to know that on the Laelia build as well. It's important for like land drop sequencing for game 3 if we have like Karakas hands. cycle Bauble into Fury. We're just gonna formal back the Stoneforge. Am I supposed to upkeep Vial this Recruiter, get Solitude, and take the Vial up to 4? Just like playing ahead for Yorion. Probably. Because we'll just have like 2 formal errors in play by then. Oh, they don't even have. So this turn is just going to be Cauldra, hold up, Plow, hold up. I think I just leave this Vial on 3 then. Oh, we actually just drew the other formal error. Yeah, alright, this game's locked up. Pitch the Lelia. Land 1 ring. No, alright, cool. It's like gone. Do we just go get Flicker Wisp? I think I do. Also pairs well with. I guess we could get Bombardiers. That just kills them, right? Yeah. Also lets me tick up my Vial. Cool, cool. Alright, we just gotta win this one last game. Alright, alright. Deep breaths. We can do this. Need a nice, solid hand. Not asking for the moon, just asking for a hand that can beat a Moon Stompy start. Thinking about these other cards. I think I'm okay with how I'm sideboarding versus Moon Stompy, though. I'm not sure about Wrath of this guy's. I give you the moon. I mean, I hope. Kind of hope my opponent doesn't have the moon. Maybe if we have the basic Plains hands, then we don't, and then we're fine with them having the moon. We need to win one game, get our qualifier here. Just like Solitude, Mom, Stoneforge, Land, Plow, Vial, something like that. I don't know. Alright, this is a hand. This hand works. It's definitely has some flaws, but it has a lot of things going for it, namely basic Plains, Aether Vial, Skyclave. Hopefully my opponent just has another, like, turn 1 Vexing Bauble hand. No stop. Castellalia, please. Castellalia, come on. Blood Moon, maybe? Okay, Lelia, that's fine. We can be Lelia. Exile Fiery Confluence, sure. Got the 3rd win in round 4. Surprising amount of stress for a prelim. Yeah, these are some high stress for sure. We have the good counter for my opponent's turn 1 play. Recast Lelia, come on. They don't have anything else. Just recast Lelia. Yes. So we want to hold on. As much as I want to like fetch double basic planes to play around Blood Moons, this is actually our only red source for Bombardiers potentially. So we are just going to do this. Just cast Lelia again. Just cast her again. It's fine. It's chill opponent. It'd be cool. Just cast Lelia. You don't got anything else in there. Just be cool. Just cast the Lelia. Everything's chill. Got their opponent. 6 mana. Okay. Hardcast Fury on nothing. Alright, alright. 3 cards in hand, one of which is the Lelia. Okay, so now we can fetch the second basic planes here, cast a Johnny with Caracas up. We still have the Violon 2 is going to have Stoneforge, so that's still fine. We have Bombardiers to potentially answer this Fury down the road. Lelia, sure. I think I'm always blocking here. 6 is a lot of damage. They have second Fury. Recast Lelia. This is incredibly good for me. Now we broadside Stoneforge 0 and we're just home free. Grab Formalware here. I think I'm just gonna kill this Lelia now. Oh, we got there. Opponent has nothing but lands. We did it. Holy. After that match, can yeah, you can have the rest of the energy. It's all good. That was tense. Our hand lined up really well with the hand that they had. I'm kind of surprised they ran out. I guess because they didn't have any other material. They like ran out the Fury to put pressure on me, but it worked out really well for me. But yeah, attacking and turning on Ajani when they had nothing to follow up. I was expecting like a Dead Gone on the Ajani or like a second Fury or something. But then they just didn't have anything. Cool, we 3-1'd. We got our Honorog showcase. I guess this is what the legacy point is. We got the Honorog Showdown qualifier. They had turn 1 bobble, turn 2 ring against me. Yeah. Luckily, they did not have that hand because our hand was. We could have fought through it. Turn 2 ring would have been rough, but like we had the tools to like they would have cast ancestral recall, but like then we could have sky claimed it. We would have had turn 1 Vial down in that scenario because we wouldn't have to be holding up Crocus for Lelia, stuff like that. Dingo was on Ant apparently. Dingo is an old Ant player, isn't he? I think like back in the day, I'm pretty sure like when like Dingo plays Legacy every once in a while, he was like on Ant, and like Ant had been performing pretty well in challenges recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if he saw it and be like, all right, I'll play Ant. I might be like totally off base. I might just completely be not remembering correctly. But I feel like I've like somewhere in the back of my mind I've known that Dingo plays Ant. I'm right. Let's go. This tweet from Dingo. Yeah, he with my baby Ant. Yeah, hell yeah. I hope this deck doesn't come back, because boy, I have not constructed D&T in a way that can fight this deck at all. Holy. We have like no cards for this at all, even a little bit, anywhere. Just losing this one hard. One Beseech the Mirror, one Gaia's Will is like, feels a little sus. I don't know, I don't understand the deck building behind having Past in Flames and also having Beseech Gaia's Will, but matchup was bad before. But like, historically, Ant was a slow enough combo deck that your turn 2 hate was good enough, but now we just don't even have turn 2 hate because we cut all the Thalias, right? And we cut all the Storm hate, which was also historically just in sideboards because that's how Legacy functioned. Piff beats Bobble. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Is like, what is the... I guess the Beseech Gaia's Will is like for others, because sometimes you need like the artifact lines. Is that better than just playing the stupid Yogg-Will? It also, like, Beseech does have like just fucked up like kill you for like 4 mana. Beseech is a really good card, but like just the one Beseech Gaia's Will looks weird to me. Oh, nice. We get to make our cloud tweet. Let's go. We did it. Just in time for me to go the fuck to sleep at midnight. Jesus Christ. But it was worth it because it means I don't have to grind leagues. We got our Legacy point to play in the Honorog Showcase on Sunday. But, like, the red cards looked really good all day. Been very happy. We're, like, very mediocre in this league or whatever. You can buy, yes, you can buy entry as well with 2 all-access pass tokens, so. A medium 2-2. We, like, played fast and loose at the end there. Also, like, had a string of pretty unfortunate draws versus Scam. But we were, like, feeling pretty good versus Scam, though. We had the needle that I am working on threading. I mentioned it at the start of the stream, and I should, like, not recap this super long because I just want to go the fuck to sleep. But, like, the needle that I'm trying to thread right now is that red-white has a worse Scam matchup because you don't have Thoughtseize, and basically you are, like, running super dead in a lot of your game 1s. And that sucks against, like, the best deck in the format. I think your post-board matchup is very good, and you could win a lot of your post-board games, but having to rely on that is kind of awful. But on the other hand, Black-White has, like, a bunch of problems with, like, Nadu and Eldrazi, and I've found that there are a lot of decks where turning the corner matters a lot. Like, we saw so many games where, like, Broadside just, like, killed out of nowhere. And, like, Magus the Moon has, like, so much game in this format. And Chainsaw's really good against a lot of cards that aren't Psychic Frog and doesn't cost a bajillion mana. And, like, Red Element West is really, really good versus, like, Nadu and stuff. And I don't know. There are, like, very reasonable trade-offs between the two decks, and it's tough. I don't really... They both have problems that the other color splash patches, but you're not allowed to, like, play a Mardu deck. Like, full Mardu, at least. Obviously, you can like do the micro splash like Acolythe's doing for Magus, but that doesn't give you access to like blasts for Nadu and stuff like that. Anyway, that's where my head is at. I'm going to bed because it's fucking midnight. Let's go host Zeriok. He's streaming some Legacy. What is he playing? Archive? Oh, he's playing just Mill. Zeriok plays a lot of Mill. Anyway, go raid Zeriok. I'm gonna go to bed. This took way too long. But I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Honorog for running this really cool event. I'm excited to play on Sunday. Shout outs to all the stuff that I plugged up top. Metafy. I will link, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll link it in the video description. Check it out. I'll be streaming on Saturday for the Legacy Content Creator Showdown as well. I think that's pretty much all the stuff. I have my sideboard guide coming out for Twitch subs. Probably will be out by Friday or something. I'll tweet when it's out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great time. Had a lot of fun. Back in the saddle, playing Legacy again after taking a break to play a bunch of Monster Hunter last week. We will send y'all over Zeriok's way. I'll see y'all later.